Dylan, obviously every offseason there's guys that come and go into the transfer portal. For you, was there ever a moment where you considered going to the portal?
Nah, man, I stay down and trust the process, man. As I matured over the years, this is the place I want to be, and it doesn't get better than the University of Georgia. And I trust Coach Smart and the coaching staff.
Yeah, Dylan, over here. What would you say is the biggest difference right now this spring versus last spring in terms of just kind of the team attitude or leadership, culture, or whatever you want to call it?
Last year we had a lot of veteran guys, you know, and I say this year it's a lot of young guys on the team, and everyone's trying to adapt, you know. A lot of people are picking up new roles to do, and we just got to adapt and live up to the standard that the guys in the past have set. So I just say adapting and bringing the younger guys up to the standard.
Yeah, Kirby, you told us last week Jude volunteered to go play some running back and help this team. And what led to that decision? Why did you ultimately want to do that?
I feel like me being versatile, helping the team as much as I can, I feel like that was something that I want to do for the team. I'm a team player. I do whatever it takes to win championships and things like that, you know, and yeah.
Yeah, one, when Georgia got Zach Branch out of the transfer portal, what was your reaction to that pickup? And two, just what have you seen from him so far through his first 3-4 weeks of spring with you guys?
Personally, I wanted Zach to come here a lot. I talked to him a lot about coming here. I don't think people know that. I talked to him for a long period of time, and he's doing what he's supposed to do, just like the rest of the other guys. They're trying to adapt to the standard here, especially coming from a different school. So, yeah.
When you were recruiting him, I guess what was your main message of why he should come to Georgia?
If you want to get developed and you want to go and be the receiver that you want to be, this is the best place to be. I feel like our offense is a pro-style offense. It doesn't get too much harder than here as it does in the NFL because we run in similar places they do, and you're going against the best defense in college, in my opinion. So I feel like you want to get better, this is the place to be.
Dylan, got your brother here playing with you now. I mean, of course, he was in the portal, started to come. What's it like being able to play with him again? And how much recruiting did you have to do with him to get him that?
It's great having him here. You know, it's good having someone that you can push, and it's great. You know, sometimes on our rest days or whatnot, we put in work with each other. It's always great to have that with somebody you always been living with since I was born, and since he was born actually. So yeah, it's great having him here. I push him when we at practice since we play in the same position. He teaches me some stuff and I teach him some stuff.
Dylan, it's a very different looking wide receiver room compared to last year. What stands out to you about this entire receiver room, just the strength that you feel like is of this receiver room?
I'd say it's a lot of great guys on the team. I feel like we are the best receiver room in the country. You look at the depth chart, you look at all the guys we have, I feel like anybody can roll in, and we're great, I'd say that.
Dylan, you already talked a little bit about, you know, what it's like having Micah here with you, but just like when you think about, you know, your relationship with him going back to when y'all were kids, like, how would you say, if at all, he has made you into a better player?
He definitely has, you know, especially with him being fast, you know, I'm trying to be as fast as him one day, you know. I'd say breaking out of each other, you know, when it comes to doing like a lot of the sprint stuff, he pushes me with that, and then when it comes to Ray room stuff, I push him with that. His speed is his big advantage on me. Hey, I'm trying to get as fast as him one day, so him teaching me some tools and stuff like that since high school and when we were younger in track, I picked up a lot of things from that, so yeah.
Dylan, is there more demands on you at practice when you're getting some reps in the backfield, and do you think that's going to make you more attracted to the next level?
You said, like, what you mean as in demands?
Well, you know, getting some carries as well as, you know, running routes as a receiver.
You said, can you repeat that question?
At practice, you know, if you're showing the versatility.
Oh yeah, I am. It's great, you know. All that's gonna do is just help me at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, we're trying to win, and whatever it takes, they're gonna put any of the guys in the positions best to help us win. And yeah, but at the end of the day, I still gotta learn both positions. So.
So you guys had a competition, the older brothers went against the younger brothers, the older brothers. What was the competition and who's a better running back?
It was just a little blocking drill, nothing crazy. You said who's a better running back? Two. Neither of us. We both trying to get to that point where it could be great. You know, so yeah.
Dillon, what have you seen from Gunnar this spring as the older quarterback, the oldest quarterback in the room, and just what he's done at this point in the spring?
I see a lot of a more talkative Gunnar. You know, he's very mature. He's taking action. He's being a leader. He's putting guys where they need to be. I like what I'm seeing from him. Yeah, I really love what I see from him. He's picking up where he left off from the Notre Dame game. So, yeah.
Any more for Dillon? All right, Dillon, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thank y'all.